right, and here we go. We are here for the Craftsman Truck Series race for the Rackley Roofing 200 here at Nashville Superspeedway. They're going through pre-race ceremonies right now, but yeah, so we're here. We're getting ready to go, so there we go. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know I'm going to have a ton of fun tonight. Yeah, so right now they're just kind of going through there. Just going to really quickly run through our top 10 starters tonight. We got Nick Sanchez on, I think they said his third pole position of the season, which is insane for a rookie. Bailey Curry in one of his best drives of his career up to this point. He gets to start second here in the Nice Motorsports number 41. And Rajah Caruth in the GMS truck starting up in third place here today, which is another one that's just insane to see. To see Rajah up there. Then you got championship leader Corey Heim back after being ill at Gateway a couple weeks ago. So, yep, he is back, and nice to see him back. Tanner Gray starting fifth. Nice to, again, just kind of another solid day for him. Hopefully he can capitalize on that good starting spot. Grant Infinger in sixth place. Seventh, Carson Hosebar. Eighth place is Zane Smith, looking to try and turn around his recent streak that he's been on. So, yeah. He's trying to turn that one around. Daniel Dye in ninth. And then Taylor Gray, the other Gray brother, rounds out the top 10. Majeski, Purdy, and Jack Wood, the first three on the outside. And this is also the next race in the Triple Truck Challenge. So, but yeah, so here we go. Man, I would love to see Nick Sanchez get this win today, put himself in the playoffs. And I'd say he's been close to wins multiple times already this year, but yeah, he just hasn't been able to finish the job quite yet. So let me see what I can do to try and just trying to clear up some space on my computer. That way it hopefully doesn't lag too badly. I need some of these. I can go ahead and remake them. But I shouldn't need those. Let's see, trying to see if there's any other kind of large files that I don't really need. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to just see what else I can try and clear up here. Alright. Let's just go ahead and get this cleared up. Hopefully here pretty soon. Again, they're at commercial break, so oh. Alright, Nico, I stop spamming, but my next at the track, I don't know when it's gonna be, because I just don't know what my schedule is gonna be going forward. So yeah, it really just kind of comes down to when I end up getting back to the track. Cause I kind of I'm not near any of the racetracks really, so. Yeah, because I'm not exactly near. I'm over 2.5 hours away from any racetrack, so it's kind of hard for me to get to them. But yeah. But say thanks for tuning in, though. We'll try and get this all set up here. There we go. So there's leaderboard, and yeah, so. I was kind of hoping it would be New Hampshire, but some of those plans have kind of fallen apart. So beyond that, I don't really know because, again, being so say New Hampshire is the only track I'm even remotely close to. So yeah, Northeast just is not a good time for is not a very good spot for racing. Hopefully, I'll have some more at the track stuff though in the coming years because I'll be down in North Carolina. Ooh, pre-race pick. I haven't really thought about this one too much. Let's say, kind of looking at the starting grid here. I'd like to say Nick Sanchez. You know, hey, we'll go with it. Nick Sanchez. I'm gonna pick Nick Sanchez to win this race. So there we go. Nicholas Sanchez. Nick Sanchez. However, because they for some reason all the on-screen graphics on TV have said Nicholas, but the NASCAR.com says Nick. Regardless, Sanchez. I'll go with him for my pick. If you want to let me know who your pick is, I'd love to hear who you guys got for picks. Hopefully they should be firing the engines here as they're getting back from commercial. Okay, Bailey Curry. Nice to see some love for the underdogs. And say I was really surprised to see him up there until I remembered that the Fit 41 is one of those Nice Motorsports trucks. Then it made more sense that he was up there because he's not a bad driver, just usually in underfunded equipment. But yeah, so there we go. Yep, and there we go. Engines are fired, and they're getting ready for the NASCAR Truck Series race. So, here we go. Rackley Roofing. And say starting grid. They're going to roll through it. Top 10 are on the screen, and we already kind of went through them. The Chevys definitely have the strength in numbers, although I will say Toyota's got a lot more numbers than they've had in recent years. Zane Smith is going to be very lonely out there if he's looking for manufacturer support because there are no other Fords really around. And they're trying to get a hold of Grant Enfinger for pre-race. Let's see. So yeah, going back further though, it's row 6. You've got Purdy and Majeski. You've got Majeski on the inside, Purdy on the outside. Jack Wood on the inside of row number 7, alongside Christian Eckes. Nat DiBenedetto and Ben Rhodes are in row 8. Row 9 is Ankrum and Friesen. So, I'm going to say Friesen's starting pretty far back there. Wallace Allen and Haley Deegan will be sharing row number 10 today. Timmy Hill and Jake Garcia share row 11. Row 12 is held by Matt Crafton. Wow, he is really deep in the field. Colby Howard and Brett Holmes in row 13. Row 14 is Jonathan Schaffer and Tony Breitinger. Memphis Virillial and Nick Leitz, I think is his name, is in row 15. I missed row 16. Row 17 is Spencer Boyd and Corey Roper. And I believe, is that the last row of the grid? 17? Nope, there's an 18th row. Chase Janes, and I didn't get to see the other person sharing that last row, but yeah. All right, you got to go. All right, well, hey, feel free to pop in anytime, Nick. I'm going to be having, this coming week, I'm going to be doing a fair amount of content on the new NASCAR heat update because they just finally got the 2022 update in June of 2023, but yeah, so I'll be doing some, probably a mix of videos and live streams over on that game, but yeah. Then I'll be live here for this race, and I'm going to try and do both the races the remainder of the weekend. So Xfinity Series at Nashville tomorrow at 3:30, and then 7 p.m. on Sunday night. But, of course, we're getting ready, hopefully, for a good race here tonight in the Truck Series. Trucks usually put on the best show at this type of track. When it comes to the 3 national series at these types of racetracks, this is typically their bread and butter, the shorter racetracks where a bump and run or a slide job get involved. The Cup cars, I'm not sure how they're going to handle. Cup cars typically aren't great at this type of at this type of track, especially with the next gen car. This has not been their specialty, and the trucks are rolling. Here we go. Trucks are rolling out onto the track, but yeah, 1.33 miles. Okay, so similar length to Darlington. I just kind of usually think of this one as a short track, but well, I guess I kind of think of Darlington a bit as a short track, but Cup cars might actually not be too bad here. And then Xfinity cars, it's just hard to really tell how good the race is going to be because we don't know. Because that talent level, it feels like, is very, is a big variable. So 45, 50, and 55 laps in the 3 stages here tonight. So, alright, not too bad. But, yeah, so here we go. Matt DiBenedetto, he's starting in 15th. Okay, I thought with the amount they were talking about him in pre-race, I thought he was starting a little bit better than that. But, okay, starting 15th. Going to be trying to hold on to that final playoff spot. Because Matt DiBenedetto is the last driver in the playoffs for the Truck Series here. Let's say Daniel Dye starting in 9th. Not sure where he is in terms of truck points. Let me see if I can pull up truck points real quick, since this is one of their last races in their regular season. Okay, let's see. Truck schedule. Let's see. When do their playoffs officially start? Because I know they start their playoffs insanely early. So Richmond is. So they got 4 races left. So after today, it'll be 3 to go. And let's see, standings. Full standings. Yeah, so it looks like DiBenedetto, they're showing DiBenedetto as 11 points above the cut line. So that seems a little high compared to where I thought he was, but okay. So I guess he's doing better in the points than I thought, but yeah. So yeah, I was just looking at the truck points real quick, but yeah, we're getting ready for this one. NASCAR going to another commercial break here before the green flag. Hopefully when we get back from this one, it should be green flag here soon when we get this one back. But Ford actually, in terms of contenders, they've actually got quite a few of them. But yeah, the guys trying to bump their way in. You got Sanchez. Oh, that's why it's showing the points is a little skewy. It's because Corey Heim, he won a race because he wasn't in last week's or the last truck race for the trucks. They're not showing him as in the playoffs. So yeah, DiBenedetto is only 7 points ahead of Tanner Gray for the final spot. So Tanner Gray, Nick Sanchez, and Chase Purdy, the 3 guys trying to bump their way in. Realistically, I only see Gray or Sanchez being able to bump their way in. Rajah Caruth, Daniel Dye, or Haley Deegan very easily could win a race down the stretch, though, and get their way in. I don't necessarily know if I expect it, but it's possible. But, yeah, here we go. Oh, say caution light's still on, so they're going for at least one more lap around here for these guys. But yeah. Let me know though who you guys think is gonna win these the race here today. I'm definitely rooting for Sanchez. I know Nico said he was gonna be rooting for Bailey Curry. But yeah. So let me know who you guys are rooting for to win this race. There's a lot of contenders here in the field. Couple of big surprises up front, though. I mean, nice to see Bailey Curry, an underdog, getting a chance at the front. Rajah Caruth starting the best of his career. But Matt Crafton starting deep in the field and honestly, that whole team seems to be starting really bad because Haley Deegan didn't do too great in qualifying, and I don't see, none of them are in the top 10 for the ThorSport guys, so. But yeah. So, I'd say they're showing the points battle here. Yeah, so they're now showing the playoff bubble. We just talked about that, so I guess we're a little ahead of the TV broadcast here. But yeah, so Majeski and Crafton are probably safe in terms of points with how far ahead they are, especially Majeski. Majeski 113 points above the cut line. Yeah, he's not getting bumped out. But yeah, should be getting ready to go green flag here, though. Green, green, green. Let's get ready to roll. Here we go. Here we go. Sanchez going on the inside here. Bailey Curry on the outside. We'll have to wait and see. We don't really know which lane is going to be the dominant lane here today yet because it's still pretty early on. Obviously, we haven't even thrown the green flag. And practice didn't yield a ton, mainly because nobody really ran a long run. Here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. We are racing in Nashville. So, yeah. All right, here we go. And let's see. They're going up the track here. They're leaving they were looking like they were going to leave the bottom lane pretty open, although they did eventually make it down to the bottom here in turn number 1. I thought they were going to make it a whole lot further. I thought they were going to be staying a lot higher up there, but yeah, it looks like that outside line, at least for right now, the outside line is fading, and fading pretty quickly here. Around lap 20, I'll put up the poll for you guys to vote on who you guys think is going to win this first stage. That way, there's a little bit of time for stuff to get shuffled around before I go and put in the top 3. But, yeah. Here we go. Let's see. I'm going to say, Zane Smith, he's up to 7th already, and, yeah, Curry, though, he's dropped back to... he's actually stabilized in 3rd place. Okay, I thought he lost a couple more spots beyond that, so... Good job for Curry for not losing more spots there. De Benedetto making some ground there. He's up to 12th so far this run. Yeah, it looks like that inside line really did excel here on the start. So, yeah. Ben Rhodes and Grant Infinger are your 2 guys who have race wins in the Triple Truck Challenge, so they would get an extra 100 grand this for winning here tonight. And then obviously it's an extra 50 grand for whoever can win it if it isn't one of those 2. So, but yeah, right now though, Sanchez trying to settle into the lead here with Rajah Caruth in 2nd. And they're showing, and I say we still have side by side through. Oh, and Haley Deegan just wipes out somebody else. That's Lawless Allen. Yeah, Haley Deegan. And that one, I can't in good faith say. I mean, I'd have to see the replay, but that looked like absolutely looked like a Haley Deegan mistake, not Because I know a lot of the times she gets collected in other people's stuff. This one, though, absolutely looked like Hailie Deegan's own incident there. But, yeah. So, yeah, man. Again, Hailie Deegan just, she feels like the driver that you always want to see do well, but then just has not had the success to justify being in that position. But, yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, so at least we know what happened. So Hailie Deegan hit the apron, but yeah, it was an unforced error. Absolutely Hailie Deegan's fault here. Unfortunate, but yeah. And Jack Wood gets collected there, and yeah, nothing he did wrong, and he just gets collected in it. So it'll be a long day for the KBM guys there in that 51 car, unless this ends their day, because it could very well end their day, honestly, looking at the damage. So, yeah, Hailie Deegan, Wallace Allen, and Wood were the three drivers involved in that crash. It just feels like at some point Hailie's got to start either driving better, and I hate to say this, or she needs to move up to Xfinity. She needs to get an opportunity in Xfinity and take it, even if it's for a mid-pack team, because so far she's driven for contenders in trucks, David Gilliland Racing, and now driving for ThorSport Racing. They are a championship level team, and she just has not been able to do anything really. So, again, not saying that I think she's can't improve, but it seems like, at least in terms of in the trucks, the progress seems to have stalled at this point. So, yeah. Just feels like at some point you got to make some kind of change here to try and do something. But, yeah. Didn't actually think to get some water here, and I am already starting to feel it. But, yeah, let's looking at the top 10. It's the same names, just all shuffled around pretty much. Yeah, it doesn't look like any new names into the top 10. I don't think, yeah, there's not a single new name into the top 10. Just reshuffled, just put all the numbers in a bag and shook them up. De Benedetto up to 12th. Ankrum up to 13th. Okay, not bad for those two. Chase Purdy up to 11th. So some good days or some good starts there for Chase Purdy, De Benedetto, and Ankrum. But yeah, looking forward though to the other races this weekend. We've got the Xfinity Series, which I'm curious to see how it goes, because typically Joe Gibbs Racing does well at this type of track. But for the Cup Series, I would actually say that you have the Stewart Haas cars are actually, I think, the underdogs going into this week, but I think they could potentially go and pick up the could go ahead and pick up the win here potentially. They've in the races we've seen at Nashville since the return, the Stewart Haas cars are typically some of the better cars. And it's certainly one of their better racetracks as of the last couple of years. But, yeah. Curious. I'm excited though to see the NBC booth back. We've had a lot of races this year on Fox to start the year, obviously, because we start entirely on Fox and we go to NBC for the remainder of the season. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's just not what I'm gonna say. It's definitely gonna be an interesting one here. Hopefully we can get it. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to be getting ready to go back racing here. We'll be starting lap number 10 here. So, yeah. Let's see. And green flag is out. Green flag is out. We are racing once again in Nashville, and hopefully we can not have the outside lane completely vaporized this time. Oh! Sanchez slides way up the track. He kind of gets into Carruth there a little bit. And Zane Smith got loose in the middle of the pack. He ends up almost wiping somebody out, and there's a yellow. We got a yellow flag. Wallace Allen. Let's say some of the damage from that first wreck ends up playing over here, and Wallace Allen brings out another caution. I'm going to quickly go grab a water bottle, and I will be right back. I'm going to run a quick ad, but yeah, I'll be right back, though. yeah, sorry about the brief intermission there. I had to just go grab my myself some water because we had a lot of action here in the early days. And oh, that's a big piece of metal there on the racetrack. But yeah, so here we go. Roger Carruth got back to second place before the caution came out, and that's impressive. And the top four all being Chevrolets, that's very impressive to see that the Chevys look this strong this early on. Again, no actual differences in the names in the top 10, just a shake-up of where they're running. Bailey Curry, though, still up in the top 3. Hocevar's back to 4th, or he's back up to 4th here. And they're going to commercial break again. Are you kidding me? Come on, Fox. How many commercials are you going to throw in here? But, yeah, so here we go. We're getting ready for a pretty good race here. Hopefully, we can actually get this thing green flag. So, here we go. You know, I'm going to put up the poll now so that I don't forget to do it in a few laps when we get ourselves the, when it comes time for the poll, so. All right, let's see. Nick Sanchez. Raja Carruth. Anyway, spelling some of these names is always a fun challenge. Bailey Curry. And then other. Because we only get 4 options on the poll, so there we go. Who wins stage number 1? Put in the top 3 drivers as well as the other option. If you guys think someone from outside the top 3 is going to be able to get this stage win here, so should be a pretty good one as we get ready for the end of this first stage. We're nearing about we're going to be coming up on halfway when they eventually do throw the green flag. Hopefully, because I'm hoping they aren't going to just wait 10 years to throw it. But yeah. But yeah, so there we go. Ooh, we got some action on the poll. So if someone thinks that someone's gonna come from somewhere other than the we think someone other than the top 3 is gonna get it. Okay, that's interesting to see. But yeah. So there we go. Sanchez, Carruth, Curry, and Hocevar are gonna be the first few rows. The Gray brothers lined up together on the outside lane. I don't know how much of a factor that's going to play. Then we've got Ankrum looking like he might sneak his way into this top 10 here for some stage points, although he's far enough back in the points. I don't know if it'll make a big difference. All right, so they go to Mid-Ohio, Pocono, and Richmond to end out their regular season. So three very different races to end out the regular season. I'm curious to see how the trucks end up finishing this one out. So here we go. They're going green flag racing here. Let's see, and there's a green flag, finally. They took a minute to throw it, but green flag is out, and they are racing at Nashville. Oh, hey, Eric, how's it going? Glad to see you popped in here. And, oh, Sanchez washing way up the track here. Carruth going to try and clear him. I don't know, that inside line has been so dominant today, so far at least. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, right now, Sanchez versus Carruth for the top spot. I think Carruth is probably going to be wise here to, just give up the spot and slide into second place while there's a hole. You don't want to end up in a two-wide battle and miss a shot to get down into second place there and end up having to settle for third or fourth. But, yeah. Here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. So Zane Smith looking up the track here. I don't know if he's trying to make something happen here. Ankrum up into the top 10. Nice to see again some finally a new name up into the top 10 for the first time today. Benedetto looking like he might try and get his way up into that top 10 as well. But yeah, so you got this thing rolling. So let's see. And say Zane Smith up to 5th place. Wow, Zane is actually starting to Zane Smith. I don't know if he's battling with Heim or what, but yeah, it looks like a pretty good day though so far for Zane Smith Brewing here as he's moving his way up the field just that little bit, inching towards the a top 5 finish here and potentially a race win. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Zane Smith win. It's just kind of after the championship run he put on last year. I'm kind of rooting for the underdogs, but yeah, I still like Zane Smith a ton, and I want to see him in a cup car full time next year. Oh, and they're showing the playoff cut line. Crafton's only +6 or +7 on the cut line right now. Stuart Friesen is 6 above. DeBenedetto is 6 out right now, as it shows. That's obviously with Sanchez winning, which would be a new winner from below the spot. So that will be a factor. Now, if Curry or Hocevar get up there and win, because Curry I don't think is a full-time truck driver. I know he runs for Truck Points, but I don't think he's actually full-time, so he wouldn't be eligible for the championship. And same thing with Hocevar, he's already got a win, so he wouldn't impact that cut line at all. But, yeah. The rest of this crew, though, they're all trying to fight for these spots, whatever they can. But, yeah, Ankrum has had just a very poor few seasons. Basically, ever since he got out of his rookie year. Because that rookie year with DGR Crosley was just magical. And then he's just had bad season after bad season, it feels like. And nothing to the point where I feel like he deserved to get overly criticized. Problem is he was taking a championship ride and running about 10th place. And he was running 10th to 12th almost every week in a championship caliber car, watching teammates win championships. I mean, because he was teammates with Sheldon Creed when Sheldon Creed won the 2020 championship, and now the last few years he hasn't had a teammate there. But yeah, we're starting to see some actions. Say a couple extra votes in there. Still, only votes for Sanchez and others. So. Here we go. Oh, Jack Wood is slowing way down there, yep. But Carruth versus Sanchez, it's going to be heating up for this race lead. And there goes Zane Smith for 4th on Bailey Curry. Again, Bailey Curry right now, I think Curry, for the most part, I will say this much, I think he's more or less, he's just here to, he's kind of happy to have that good of a starting spot to begin with, so, yeah. And especially if he's not a driver going for points or for a championship, I don't think he really cares about the stage points as much. Obviously, you want to finish as good as you can, but not risking a wreck for anything like that. But, yeah. So let's see. Sanchez and Carruth here. Again, these two, they're running so close together. Just kind of waiting to see who makes the first big move here to try and take a swing at each other. Because, yeah, Carruth has, I think, the faster car. Looking at the, just looking at the eyeball test at them going through the corners. So, does Carruth go and take a massive swing to try and go and pass Sanchez? Or does Sanchez try and do something different to find that extra few tenths of a second per lap to try and gap? Oh, and we got a slow truck down the back straightaway. Oh, that's the 46. I'm not sure who the 46 is, but the 46 is slow here. All right, let's see who is that 46 truck, because I have no idea. If you guys know who the 46 is, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna go look it up real quick as they are going to commercial break here. With as we are 29 laps in, we've got a dogfight between Sanchez and Carruth. At least we're going to a side-by-side commercial. Good. That's Memphis Verilial is in the 46 this week. I didn't remember what his car number was, so yeah, Memphis Verilial. And there we go, side-by-side. Looks like Zane Smith going to try and take third here from Hocevar, and side-by-side, Carruth to the inside here. Rajah Carruth going up the inside, not going to be able to clear him. Sanchez holding strong on that with that middle to outside lane. So middle to outside lane, actually looking like it might be a strong lane, at least for defending on exit here. So that's pretty impressive here. And Jack Wood coming back down pit road. I don't know if that's another flat tire from one of those cars. I mean, I say those cars that had the wreck in that first race definitely have not seemed very good since coming back racing. So let's see. I say these two, they're still just kind of dogging each other here for the front two spots, but they have about a 2-second lead on Zane Smith. So Smith is coming, but I say with only 15 laps to go, I don't know if he'll make it there in time unless these two get to racing or a yellow. Because there could very easily be another yellow flag. And then there's also... But yeah, I think at some point here, Carruth is going to get impatient and try and make the pass on Sanchez. I just don't know about that one. But yeah. And I say, Carruth keeps looking to that inside. Oh, and they're coming up on lap traffic. Here we go. Come on. Come on, Fox. Let's get back from commercial break, because here we go. Lap traffic, side by side. Carruth and Sanchez. Carruth is gonna get pinned behind lap traffic here, and he loses the side by side battle there. Sanchez comes out ahead. So here we go. Sanchez comes out with the lead as they get into the middle, as they really get into the weeds here with the lap traffic, and lap traffic is running. Some of them are running high, some of them are running low, and here we go. Sanchez looking to the bottom, looking to make it 3 wide for the race lead. 1 lap car, and Sanchez and Carruth here. Carruth looking to the inside, he's got the lead, and he wiggles a little bit there, but I think it's going to be Sanchez still holding it at the line. Sanchez, yep, at the line, it's Sanchez. But man, these two are making this a very fun battle for the lead. But yeah, here we go. Carruth gets pinned behind another lap car. No, come on. But yeah, Rajah Carruth gets pinned behind yet another lap car. Man, come on. So Rajah Carruth gets pinned behind a lap car yet again. And now Zane Smith, he has made up the entire 2-second gap due to the lap traffic. So here we go. Rajah Carruth goes side by side, and Zane Smith watching just behind them. It's going to be a fight. There we go. Carruth gets clear in the front. So there we go. Rajah Carruth, he is going to clear, and he is going to lead this lap. Rajah Carruth leads at the line. It is Rajah Carruth's race lead. And he just, I say, Sanchez and now Zane Smith are both going to go on through, and here we go. And say, leading at the start-finish line, and now he's third place. And there goes Zane Smith to the race lead. Oh, no. Actually, Sanchez might have a shot at holding strong yet again on that outside lane. Man, that outside line looks really good, honestly, today. I don't know about... I don't know what's going on with it, but it looks like on the long run, yeah, that outside line really does start to come in. Oh no, what happened to Carruth? Looks like a flat tire or something for Rajah. No, come on. So Rajah Carruth with some sort of issue. I'm guessing it might be something electrical, maybe? Hard to tell, but man, what a bummer. But yeah, there we go. Zane Smith goes and he clears Sanchez for the lead, and he has a decent enough lead. He should be able to, yeah, there we go. Clears him easily. But man, that's a bummer to see Rajah Carruth go from fighting for the lead to now he's not even going to get points in the stage. We'll have to wait and see if he can recover at all for a finish, but I don't know. Let's see, they're not going and doing tires right now. So they're putting fuel in it. It sounds like the truck thought it was out of gas, although it definitely shouldn't be at this point in the run. That's really early if you're out of gas. But yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, Rajah Carruth gets bit here, and Zane Smith takes the lead. So, yeah, Zane Smith probably gonna steamroll here to the stage win. I mean, he has the faster truck than Sanchez, and he has got nothing but clean air in front of him. Now there's one lap truck there, but odds of that one lap truck causes a ton of problems for the leaders. I doubt it, but we'll have to wait and see. It depends on who it is. I can't tell. It looks like maybe Haley Deegan. Haley Deegan might be that lap truck, so. Oh, and we got Curry versus Hocevar here for third. So here we go. Let's say Bailey Curry, he just went and took third place from Carson Hocevar, a Truck Series winner this year. So let's say showing some power. Just kind of a waiting game here. Just kind of looking down the field, trying to see if there's any other big surprises that we could maybe see coming here. DeBenedetto DeBenedetto trying to work his way through lap traffic here for positions. Because DeBenedetto, he's trying to run down Infinger here for the position. As they are weaving their way in and around lap traffic, who is not for position. So, here we go. I say it's gonna be chaotic, that's for sure. But yeah, I think again the climax in terms of the race to the lead, I think we've seen it. But yeah, so here we go. Purdy and Majeski here fighting it out. Not sure what spot that's for. What is that? That's for. Oh, that's well outside the top 10. So I guess it doesn't really matter if they're fighting for that spot because, well, it's not for any points right now. And there we go. Zane Smith wins stage number 1 over Nick Sanchez, Bailey Curry, Hocevar. Let's see. Heim, Ankrum, Anner Gray, Invinger, DeBenedetto, and the final point goes to Taylor Gray for the stage. So there we go. Yeah, so congratulations to all the people who voted other on the poll position, or on the poll there, that it was the win there. And yeah, Zane Smith wins the stage. Hey Nico, how's it going? But yeah, so man, I'm absolutely gutted for Rajah Caruth though. I mean, man, the guy had his best starting position and was fighting for the lead in a truck race, and then suddenly some kind of issue just. I think they were talking about a fuel pump issue potentially, or a fuel sensor issue, and as to what happened. But yeah. I love the fact that Zane Smith was able to get up there and battle for the lead. But yeah, man, I'm gutted for that, for the kid in the number 24 truck. Was hoping after he got his best ever starting position that he was going to be able to do something with it. But yeah. Yeah, fuel pump problem. Yeah. That's what they were saying on the broadcast, so I kind of assume that they hopefully know what they're talking about. But, yeah. Whatever it is, hopefully it's fixable, and maybe he can get back in this thing by the end of it. It'll just be hard because I guarantee he lost at least 2 laps probably on that. Let's see. Caruth is 9 laps down. Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty much ending his day there. There's no real options there outside of that, but, man, that's a bummer. But, yeah, man, I wish that, he hadn't had that big of a problem, because, again, losing 9 laps this early in a race is just a gut punch to that kid. Nice to see it. Another nice story though is Ankrum showing a little bit of speed there. He's the second highest Toyota, running in 6th place, just behind Corey Heim for the top Toyota spot. Curry was able to outduel his teammate there for the 3rd spot, which is again another one of those underdog stories that we were looking at early on in the race. Man. But, yeah. So, yeah, Fox had another commercial break here, and we're going to be getting ready for a run here. But, yeah, I was just bummed for Caruth, though, to have missed the end of it. And, all right, thanks for the compliment there about the end of the stage. But, yeah, man. Man, it's just kind of one of those things that, I mean, Caruth was making this race so interesting, too. I'm hoping it stays interesting. We'll have to wait and see how it is after, when we get this second stage launched off. But, yeah. If Zane Smith, though, ends up getting the lead off the pit road, I'm worried that he may take off and not be seen for the remainder of stage number 2, which is a 50-lap stage. But, yeah. So, here we go. Man. I say Zane Smith getting those playoff points, though, to try and stack towards a championship run, which, once you've got a race win, that seems like that is definitely your priority. But, yeah. Let's see. They're all coming down pit road. Let's see. Sanchez, Smith, and Curry. Curry already in his box. Zane just now getting to his pit box because he's further down pit road here. Not sure who that is at the in the number 1 pit box. It's one of the Thor Sport trucks. Just couldn't tell here, but yeah. Let's see. So Curry looks like he has a nose ahead, and Corey Heim takes this one. Corey Heim gains 4 spots on pit road. Zane Smith loses 3 spots, but Corey Heim gaining 4 on pit road there. But, yeah, so Corey Heim, Nick Sanchez, Bailey Curry, your top 4 there as they come off pit road. But, man. Whew. But, yeah, man. Corey Heim, though, wow, that was an electric pit stop for that team. Yeah, just kind of waiting for them to cycle around to get the actual the actual restart order up there. But, yeah, Bailey Curry being able to hold on there to his spot's pretty good. But, yeah, here we go. So, say right now they're showing a promotion for this MLB game in London, which is an interesting concept, having these other sports having these sports crossing oceans. I'm curious to see, because I know NASCAR has been exploring that as an option in a lot of different countries. So, I think if you're gonna do a race abroad, though, I feel like you gotta do a oval. Like, you gotta bring something to them that they don't already have, because they have F1 on road courses already, and there's so many road courses around. I think I like the stadium concept potentially, like for example, do the Clash at the Coliseum, but do it at, say, the stadium that they use for the NFL London games. Yeah, that's my dad in the chat there, Nico. Yeah, he hangs out in the chat sometimes. But, yeah. Alright. Man, how long is this commercial break? I mean, seriously, Fox. I mean, at least it's under yellow. I guess that's the one positive. But, man, it's a long commercial break. I mean, we've gone, 6 laps under the yellow here for the stage between opening pit road. We do at least have the restart order now. So, Corey Heim, Sanchez, Curry, Zane Smith, Tyler Ankrum, Taylor Gray, and Hocevar had a bad stop, too. Wow, I didn't even realize Carson Hocevar had a really bad pit stop here. But, yeah. That is a beautiful sunset. The sun is almost like purplish in the sky there on the skyline that they were just showing. But yeah, here we go. The game of inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. And for the most part, everybody's taking the shortest line here. But yeah, so here we go. So watching the race off pit road here again. And Corey Heim just sneaks out right in front of Zane Smith and ends up costing Smith a few spots. I didn't realize that was Zane Smith right in behind Corey Heim, but Corey Heim managing to slide out just in front of him, ended up costing him two, 3 spots there. But yeah, Corey Heim, I'm curious to see what he does at the front of this field, because we've seen him dominate some races here this year. So, is it gonna be another domination of show here? Yeah, Raja Crew taking to the garage. Man, such a bummer for it. Yep, there we go. Yep, there goes the car going to the garage. So, yep. And say he made himself. Yeah, he made himself known here today, but man, just kind of a bummer. And there we go, Bailey Curry with a pretty good launch there. And where did Sanchez go? But Bailey Curry with a great restart there. I just don't know what happened to Sanchez. He's back in. Oh, there we go. He's back up to 3rd place. Okay, as they filter in. It looked like he was a lot further back. I think I just got mixed up with all the bluish cars with yellow, even though I think his is actually black with yellow, but yeah. And I say, nice to see Ben Rhodes back up in the top 10 for the first time since I was at the track. But here we go. 3 wide for what is this? 4th? 3 wide for 5th. For 5th. But Ankrum up into the top 5 here. I say it looks like Ankrum, Gray, and Hocevar here fighting it out for a spot. I just can't figure out what spot they're fighting for. At least, oh wait, is that or is that Gray? Yeah, that's Gray. And yeah, they are. I say the Benedetto showing some muscle here, but there's some teamwork from the brothers. Oh, and that is really tight right there between. I think that was the 98 there getting squeezed in with the 66 and Jake Garcia in the 35. Find it funny, the only name I was able to pull out of that group was the 35 of Garcia. But yeah, I don't know who's in the 66 today. And the 98 is, that's, oh, what's his name? Majeski. There we go. Yeah, so, Jake someone. Yeah, don't know how to pronounce that last name, but yeah. But man, if Bailey Curry could get up here and put on a contest for the lead, that would be incredible here. Obviously, Corey Heim looks to be the dominating car of the evening right now, or he's gonna try and dominate this part. Zane Smith trying to make his way back after losing the track position on pit road. He's made the pass on Sanchez, so we're just kind of waiting and seeing when they get done with their obsession with the Daniel Dye cam. There we go. And they're still showing Daniel Dye, I think. At least he's making a move, though. Because, like, they have just this weird obsession with the Daniel Dye cam, where they will pan to him, and then he will be doing absolutely nothing incredible. But, yeah, he's making a pass, though, here on a driver who was in the top 10. He's not anymore. They're now battling for 13th here between Daniel Dye and Infinger. But yeah, the rookies definitely came to play today, that's for sure. But, yeah. So, Carson Hocevar able to pass Ben Rhodes here for 5th. Able to just kind of establish the dominance there. But Bailey Curry looking like the faster truck here between himself and Heim here for the race lead. But Sanchez losing a spot or two here. So Sanchez in 4th place. Let's see, he's about a second back of Zane Smith at this point, so he's starting to fall, but certainly is not out of this thing. And here we go. Bailey Curry looking to the inside. Here we go. Bailey Curry looking to the inside on Corey Heim. Bailey Curry's got a nose on him, and there we go. He's clear. He gets in front, and Bailey Curry looking to lead his first NASCAR Truck Series lap. Bailey Curry leads his first lap in his NASCAR Truck Series career. Yeah. So let's see if Bailey Curry can avoid having a fluke incident after leading his first lap of his career. That'd be very strange if we had 2 mechanical issues after drivers lead their first lap of the year or of his career. But yeah, man, insane. But yeah. Let's see. So yeah, so Zane Smith, he's going to be trying to close in here. And Corey Heim did end up getting back by Curry on the crossover here. But, I mean, hey, I'm just loving to see the fight from these young guys. I mean, guys being able to lead their first ever career lap, so... But, yeah. But, yeah, the 38 of Zane Smith, though, is looking very fast. He's now run down the leaders here once again. And, here we go. As we're hitting about 20 laps in, I'm going to go ahead and put up the poll here for stage number 2 here. And whoa, Bailey Curry taking another swing at Corey Heim there. He doesn't end up able to do much here, but... Alright, let's see. And then we got Zane Smith in the 3. And we're going to include the other option because we always do. Alright, and there we go. There's the poll for stage 2. Let us know who you guys think is going to win this second stage here. And Bailey Curry is still tucked right up on the rear bumper of the number 11 car. And they're starting to have a little bit more breathing room between themselves and Zane Smith than they were a minute ago. But, yeah, so here we go. Alright, so, honestly, actually a pretty good race, though, so far. I mean, a little bit on the dry side in terms of some of the storylines that we saw at the beginning of the race kind of falling flat. Like, in particular, again, I'm still bummed about Rajah Caruth going from leading his first lap of his Truck Series career to a fuel pump issue in less than a lap. But, yeah. Sanchez, the pole sitter, in 4th place here. Zane Smith, Curry, and Heim are your top 3, and they're the 3 people on the pole. Or on the poll for the stage 2 question there. But yeah, right now though, it's definitely a I say we're halfway through this second stage. It's actually going pretty quick. I was a little worried at first that it might drag on just a little bit, but no, it's actually going by pretty quick here, which is nice. But yeah. Oh no! Ty Majeski with an issue. So Ty Majeski qualified really poorly, and now he's got an issue of some kind, and he's coming down pit road. So I don't know what it is. I was initially maybe thinking a flat tire when I saw that once I saw that he was actually on the pit lane entrance. But no, he's extremely slow, and I think we might see a yellow flag here. Electrical issue for Ty Majeski here. So no caution yet though, which is impressive. NASCAR doing a very good job of trying to let this race stay green and play out naturally to the stage end. We're just still a long ways away from that. But yeah, here we go. And Ty Majeski gets it to the infield successfully, so there we go. But yeah. Let's say a pretty tight battle here. Hocevar takes 4th place from Sanchez. So Sanchez continuing to backslide here. But yeah, here we go. Let's see, Tony Breidinger side by side with somebody else there in the middle of the corner. I just don't know who the black and pink truck is. But yeah, right now though we're just kind of pacing ourselves here. We got 30. We're at 32 of 50 laps in this stage. We're just crossed the halfway point in the overall race. So we just hit lap 76, which is halfway. So if this were my league, we'd be paying out points to the top 3. But obviously, this isn't my Xbox Racing League on NASCAR Heat. Yeah, so the race is official. They were talking about rain earlier in the day, but I'm guessing at this point in the night that we, if we were going to have any threat of rain, we would have heard another update about it at this point, and we haven't, so. But, yeah. Pretty good day, though, honestly, for just kind of a, not an insane race, but a just kind of solid NASCAR Truck Series race, honestly, here. But yeah, so right now though we're just kind of Ben Rhodes shooting. Okay, that must be a yeah, that's a lap car I think there on Ben Rhodes that he's passing. And say I thought he was shooting past somebody for position, but no, that's the 12 car. I think of Spencer Boyd, and that's not for position. So, yep, here we go. Let's see, we got the Gray brothers at the tail end of the top 10 here. And, oh, hey, Carruthers back out on track. So, Raja did end up making it back out there, but he's 20-something. He's 20 or 30 laps down, so no real shot to try and win this thing from here. But, yeah. Here we go. Looks like Corey Heim is in position here. We might see a stage win here from Corey Heim. But, yeah. Let's say we've got a pretty good, just kind of a pretty good solid showing. Again, we haven't seen Curry making much for a swing at Heim here in a little while. I don't know if they're really all that close on track. Maybe it's kind of hard to tell because NASCAR on Fox is not showing the right camera angles here. But yeah, it looks like Heim is still pretty close to Curry. It's just kind of a question of at what point does Curry start to get aggressive, especially if he isn't driving for, if he isn't trying to fight his way into the playoffs. Because again, pointing your way to the playoffs at this point for him is going to be pretty tough if he's even running for the full truck season. But yeah, Sanchez is falling off a cliff in terms of lapping. Oh, we got a yellow, and there's a car spun on pit entry. Oh. Stuart Friesen with a spin here. Uh-oh, that's not good. Hopefully he's going to be okay in terms of being able to continue, because he was on the verge of missing this battle for the lead in terms of the points, and now it's looking like he's currently showing as 6 points out as they currently run. So, yeah. Man. So we got a vote for Zane Smith, we got a couple votes for Heim, and we got a vote for others. So, if someone's rooting for either Curry or Sanchez to try and make a run at it, maybe Hocevar, in terms of some of those other options that you guys are looking at. But, yeah, Corey Heim and Zane Smith are going to be a fun battle to watch here. I think everybody pits here, though. I think the tires are too important here. But, yeah. A better look? That is a really bad look if that is your better look at what happened to him. Hopefully they can find a better camera angle than that, because if that's the only camera angle they managed to get of spin, I don't know, that's a really bad camera angle. I think that camera might actually be a mile away from the incident. Which at a 1.3 mile oval shouldn't be even really possible if you really think about it. Should only be able to be at most 3/4 of a mile away from camera to incident. But yeah. And say Sanchez, if he can get a good pit stop in, he might have a shot at this one. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just kind of the question mark of what happens here. We got a short run. It's gonna be a short sprint to the checkers here in the stage. Yeah, I'm gonna say if I'm anybody, if I'm on the lead lap in this race, I am coming to pit road here. Between tires being valuable and knowing I can make it on fuel here the rest of the way is what they're saying. Yeah, no reason to be staying out here. Yep. Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto stayed out here. Bailey Curry, Zane Smith, and Corey Heim coming to pit road. So let's see. So we know Corey Heim's pitting right near the end of pit road. So he's going to be one of the last people to hit his box. Zane Smith probably not going to be all that happy if Corey pulls out right in front of him again. But there we go. Curry has done his stop, and we're going to have to wait and see where he pulls out here. But yeah. Let's see. And there we go. Corey Heim maintains his spot. Zane Smith, Hocevar, and Ben Rhodes all gaining spots. Curry loses 3 spots on pit road. Sanchez loses 4 spots on pit road. Come on. All the good young stories are getting absolutely wrecked here. But yeah, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back. While they're at commercial break anyway. We're not gonna miss anything. Alright, I'm back. And we're not even back from commercial break yet. Yay. So here we go. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully we should be getting back from commercial break here shortly. I'm back already, but there we go. It's going to be a 5-lap dash here in stage number 2. So here we go. We got a 5-lap dash here in stage number 2. Matt DiBenedetto, the only driver to try and make it work on old tires here. I don't know if I trust it. Here we go, though. Matt Benedetto, though, he rockets to the lead. He's going to be trying to block for his life, but he has a lead here for a moment. Corey Heim gets to the inside on Matt Benedetto, and Corey Heim is going to take first place back from Benedetto, but if Benedetto can at least maintain, I think he was 7th when he made the call, so if he finishes inside the top 7, he'll be okay. But yeah, right now, though, he is putting a massive block here on Zane Smith, which maintains him in 2nd place for now as we get 4 laps to go here. 4 laps around here, and there we go. Carson Hocevar goes to the inside on Matt Benedetto here. So Matty D looking to the inside, trying to put a block here on Hocevar. Looks like Hocevar is going to make the pass here on Hocevar looking to the inside on Benedetto. But yeah, Benedetto, again, he really wants those points because we got a spin. It's Daniel Dye, and that's going to bring out the caution, and that's going to save Benedetto from losing a ton of spots these last 3 laps. And Brett Holmes just slammed into the side door of somebody there. I don't even know who it was, but man, big wreck there, and that ends stage number. That will end stage number 2 here. It was the 0-2. Who is that? Fogelman? I know. No, Lane Riggs. So, but there we go. Matt Benedetto gets the caution flag, and that's going to give him a ton of stage points here that he probably wouldn't have held on for otherwise. But yeah, man. Whew. That was insane. So let's see what happened. That's what I want to know. Oh, yeah, tire going down. It looks like on I don't know. It seems weird. I saw sparks coming out from underneath. I think the 43 had a flat tire. But yeah. So. Oh. Yeah, nothing Brett Holmes could have done there to try and avoid Lane Riggs. Because Lane he didn't lock up the brakes, and he ended up drifting back up the track there last minute right in front of Brett Holmes. But yeah, it just seemed like a... But yeah, it looked like Daniel Dye there. Again, I thought he had a tire going down. It looks like he just got loose, and he kind of lost the back end of the truck. But yeah. So Stuart Friesen gets the free pass. Okay, nice. Good job for him. And looking down through the remainder of the drivers, looking to see if there's any big guys getting points outside of Benedetto. Big thing for Benedetto is no Taylor Gray no Taylor Gray and no Nick Sanchez getting points here. So yeah, here we go. But yeah, I'm impressed though with how Matt Benedetto pulled this one off, honestly. So Corey Heim continuing to stretch that regular season points lead. But yeah, and then also earning another playoff point for that eventual championship push here. But yeah, hope Lane Riggs and Brett Holmes are okay. That was, I think, a driver's side impact into the door of Lane Riggs, and obviously it was head on for Brett Holmes. So again, those are 2 very big impacts. Hopefully they're okay. They should be. But yeah, and there we are. Ending the poll before everybody goes and votes Heim, because Heim has already got the one lit. But, yeah, there we go. Man, Corey Heim, though, put on a show there at the end of that stage. Although I think De Benedetto definitely was the thing everybody was watching there on that restart, as he was putting every block he could there to try and hold off. But yeah, I'm curious to see where the points end up at the end of this night. But yeah. Man, just kind of looking down through the rest of the list. Jake Drew there is the number 66. Okay, I didn't hear what they said. I thought it was going to be a lot harder to pronounce, but no, it's just Jake Drew. But yeah, he's the driver, the number 66. He ended up 9th or 10th there at the end, so he got stage points, but that 66 car isn't full time, and neither is he. I don't think so. Yeah. But yeah, so fun times. We're just getting ready for the final stage here. 55 laps to the end. Alright, here we go. Curious to see what the if the caution numbers start to pick up here at the end of the race. I know they almost always do, so just kind of curious to see if that trend continues here tonight. But yeah, right now though we're just kind of waiting because they're under the commercial break, and obviously with the wreck, it's gonna be a long yellow here probably, so we'll be a minute. But yeah, so I guess that means we can just get a chance to talk. So how's everybody's day going? All right, here we go. They're back from commercial break. Good. So here we go. We got Zane Smith, Hocevar. Let's see. Nick Sanchez actually earns less stage points. He earns one less stage point than Matt DiBenedetto did. So DiBenedetto actually netting a gain in terms of playoff standings there over Sanchez. So nice to see that one. But man, here we go. All right, so here we go. DiBenedetto, one of the only cars on pit road here. The hood goes up actually for Grant Enfinger, one of the other cars who came to pit road here. Not sure what's going to happen there, but that's certainly not the best. Although I guess if you're one of the only cars on pit road here, and you got the time to open up the hood and kind of look around, as long as you don't lose a lap, you're good. You're restarting in about the same spot anyway. But yeah, here we go. Oh, whoa! Dean Thompson just drove right into the side of Infinger and somebody else there on exit pit road. But yeah, so here we go. Yeah, debated that it was going to have a long road ahead of him here in this final stage to try and still end up with a race lead at the end of this thing. Here we go. So here we go. 50 laps. So they're going to be going green with less than 50 to go here. So we're about to hit, and they're going to another commercial break, which means it's going to be a little while before we actually get this thing green. Yay. We love, don't we just love commercial breaks and long yellows? Aren't they just the greatest? But, yeah, so. Looking forward, though, at the remaining races on the truck schedule. They got Mid-Ohio, they got Pocono, and then they got Richmond. So, Richmond's probably going to be the best of the three. But, yeah, here we go. Man. Oof. Ooh. But yeah, so hopefully, again, I'm hoping I can get back to some long form content or some actual like regular videos as well as these live streams here in the next week or so. It's just been a really life's just been hitting at all the wrong times. So yeah, but yeah, we'll hopefully have a gonna try and get some race reviews and other content out this week though. Try and get back in the habit of doing it. But yeah. So far though, this truck race has actually been again, I think the way to grade it is that it's solid. Not great, not terrible. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of waiting for the commercial to be over, which means we would also get this green flag. Because I think the race itself is gonna wait on the TV broadcast to finish their commercial to go throw the green flag, even if they're all ready. Hopefully they'll be throwing the green flag as we get back from commercial break, but I don't know. Just seems like it takes forever for these things to get green. But yeah. Here we go. Okay, lights are off on the pace car. Gonna be going 48 to go when they go green here. So 48 laps. Alright, here we go, here we go. 48 laps remain. Pace car dives for cover, and the field is now in the hands of Corey Heim and Hocevar, and we are green. Green flags out, and we are racing at Nashville. So here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. But yeah, Hocevar though, right tucked up underneath the back bumper of Corey Heim here. So let's see what's going to end up happening here. But Zane Smith also running pretty well here. And there is no contest here at the front of the field in terms of the from any of the underdogs. Oh, whoa, Jake! I say Jake Drew just got way out the groove there, and Jake Garcia just got way loose there on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, you got Heim, Hocevar. Oh, there we go. Curry passes Ben Rhodes there for 4th. But yeah, so here we go. Dean Thompson and Christian Eckes are fighting it out for position here, but yeah, man. So 66 went and hit the corner on Tanner Gray. Oh, Dean Thompson goes around. Dean Thompson goes for a spin and he slides down the track. Luckily, he does not get nailed by anybody. So Dean Thompson, he's been one of the kind of underdog stories of this season. Looks like maybe a blown tire here. Not sure if that's what started the issue. He definitely has a blown tire, though, now. Let's see what it was that ended up causing to this. So he and Eckes were... Oh! Yeah, no, it was contact from Eckes trying to come down in front of Dean Thompson. So it was not a blown tire that spun him out. But, yeah. Not an easy one, though, by any stretch of the imagination here. So, yep, there we go. There we go, Purdy and Garcia now. So we are starting to see some underdogs showing up in the top 10. Just kind of a question of how many of them actually get to stay there when we get 40 laps later. We got 40 laps to go here in this race. All right, so right now Sanchez is 1 point behind Tanner Gray for the final playoff spot as they stand, and they're racing each other for position. So that's going to be a fun battle to watch. Now, obviously, of course, this isn't the last race of their regular season, so it'll be a big thing about trying to earn stage points at Mid-Ohio and some of these other races over the next couple of weeks. But, yeah. Alright, so yeah, they're talking about the non-competitive pit stops for Mid-Ohio. Yay. We love uncompetitive pit stops. But, yeah. So, here we go. Yeah, we gotta say thank you for everybody, by the way, that's been tuning in throughout the night. Absolutely love seeing people hanging out in here. But, yeah. So, here we go. We're going to have about probably 40 laps to go when we go green here. Hey, Army Doy, how's it going? Yeah, I think Nico went to go actually to watch the race instead of hanging out with us for right now, so I think he's not really watching chat. But, yeah. Let's see. We got Heim, Hocevar, Smith, Curry, Rhodes, the top 5. So we got some interest. Again, I'm rooting for Bailey Curry to do something here because he is definitely looking like he could be a storyline. Oh, we got pit road is open. Okay, I didn't realize pit road hadn't opened yet. So we got looks like Eckes, Infinger. I think I saw Friesen come down as well. hard to really tell because there's a lot of those dark red cars. I know at least two of the Thor Sport cars have that color scheme, along with Purdy and the 52 as well. I believe all have that same color scheme roughly. But yeah. Yeah, so Christian is getting 4 tires to try and make up for the long slide that he did where he slid the tires. But yeah, here we go. I'm not Nico. Yeah, I've got no. I don't really know who Nico is there, but I appreciate having him around. But yeah, hopefully we can get this thing going here soon, though, so they can actually get this thing back to racing. Oh. I'm gonna. Okay, so Tanner Gray apparently won a. I didn't realize what was going on there with. Alright, so apparently they're talking about Tanner Gray and his drag racing endeavors that he's had before. But yeah, here we go. 40 laps to go. Come on, let's get this thing back going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. My pre-race pick was Nick Sanchez. He's had a rough day after getting shuffled back here. Here we go. Green flag is out, and they are racing here at Nashville. 40 laps to go, and there we go. Hocevar with a massive run off the top side here. And a big push from Zane Smith as well, allowing Hocevar to get out here in the lead. I think that's Heim trying to pull up into second place there. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, there we go. Heim into second. Third place is side by side between Zane Smith and Bailey Curry here. Bailey Curry, though, I mean, this is the best race of his career by far, I think. I mean, I'd have to check and look back through his Truck Series and Xfinity Series stats and stuff, but I cannot think of a time where Bailey Curry has been this good for this long in a race. But there we go. Curry noses out ahead of Zane Smith, and he gets that third place. Sanchez and Ankrum fighting it out for position. Tanner Gray falling back a couple of spots there on the restart. That allows Sanchez to, at least as they the points as they run, Sanchez is currently on the inside now of the playoffs. But yeah, there we go. We got Purdy though looking up the inside on oh, and this is gonna be hairy here. The 52 on the inside here of Taylor Gray and Matt Benedetto on the extreme outside of that 3 wide there. But yeah, right now though, a lot of guys just kind of trying to manage the restart here and trying not to end up wrecking too early. I think we saw Taylor Gray kind of back out of that 3 wide situation just to try and make sure no one ends up wrecked. But yeah, so right now though, I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Pretty good race. Again, solid, but not. I'm gonna say still waiting for the amazing moment of the race. again, maybe we will end up looking back at this race and saying that Rajah Caruth's antics trying to get the lead are going to be the big thing, but yeah. Oh, contact with Tanner Gray and Jake Drew there. Both had some contact, but man, some more. Just kind of some more intense racing there in the back half of the top 10, trying to gain these spots if they can. Okay, so Jake Drew just got loose in front of him. I thought the 15 went and shoved him, but no, it looks like the 66 truck just got really loose there. So yeah. So here we go. Let's see. Sanchez still holding off Purdy, and there we go. Zane Smith looking to the inside here on Bailey Curry. I think, there we go. Zane does clear in front of Bailey Curry, and Bailey's not really in a position to try and go for the crossover move. So I think Zane Smith has a bit here to kind of work on it. But Hocevar is starting to take off from the race lead. So I'm going to go ahead and start typing in the poll for who we think is going to win the race. All right, let's see. We got Carson. All right, how do you spell Hocevar? Hocevar. Let's see. We got ourselves. I say Corey Heim. I actually just spelled his name earlier when he was in the top. Heim. Let's just add in our two other options here. And it's going to be Smith and other. All right, so here we go. Let's see. So there's the poll for who we think is going to win the race. Hocevar, Corey Heim, and Zane Smith, they are your top three right now. And then obviously the other option is there if you think someone like Bailey Curry or maybe Ben Rhodes, or maybe you think Nick Sanchez is going to absolutely roar back from the kind of middling result he's had since the position here. So yeah. Here we go. But Hocevar starting to have a massive gap here over Zane Smith up to second. Wow. We didn't see that one earlier. Zane Smith now up to second place, and Corey Heim drops to third. So Corey Heim definitely not looking all that good in terms of the pick for the win, although apparently he's gotten a vote in the poll. So guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. So let's see. We got Corey Heim. Let's say he's been running very well all day. Just kind of the guessing game of what is he going to end up doing here for the end of the race, because he's trying to pad the regular season championship points, because he ended up taking a race off due to illness there, to a weird illness. But yeah. So, yeah, right now, though... Oh, and Sanchez, Sanchez actually right there on the back bumper of, Ben Rhodes here for the spot. So, I say, we might start to see, and I say, if Sanchez can start to roar back here, we might start to see Sanchez go for the win here. Maybe. Again, it'll take a restart, but Sanchez looking fast. But yeah, missing out on stage points in that second stage, though, is going to hurt his points output from today. All right, here we go. Man. Here we go. It's 10 o'clock at night. Wow. It's getting late, but yeah. So Stuart Friesen is in by 2 points right now as they run over Sanchez. So it's gonna be a fight to see which one of those two can manage to end up getting that spot at the end of this whole thing. Oh man, here we go. So, I mean, wow, 2-second lead here for Hocevar over Zane Smith. We're hoping that Zane Smith can run down Hocevar here for the to try and make this an interesting battle, and or maybe we get a late yellow here to shake up the field. But yeah, not hoping for the yellow as much because yellows can lead to hurt drivers, and we definitely don't want that. Not to mention if I think it will be cooler if Zane Smith runs down Hocevar and passes him on the long run. But it'll be, again, it's a hard one to see here. But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's race, which will be a lot earlier in the day. But yeah, here we go. Hocevar, though, in position to potentially win his second career race as we get 20 laps to go. 20 more times around. But Hocevar starting to get into lap traffic, and that lap traffic has been known so far today to absolutely close these gaps right up on people. Although he's making it through pretty effortlessly here, and maybe it'll end up affecting the guys behind him more. But yeah, man, here we go. I say Timmy Hill in the 56 versus Colby Howard there in the 9. Oh, okay. Colby Howard's off the pace by a few laps. Timmy Hill's lead lap still in the number 56 truck here. Here we go. So Tony Breidinger is actually putting together a solid performance here in the Truck Series. I mean, nothing super spectacular, but she's just managing to get some top 15s here. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Again, we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here. The lead is kind of stabilized around about 2 seconds. Oh, no, actually, Zane Smith just chunked in about a half second that last lap by. Here we go. Man. So lap traffic is going to be interesting here as Hocevar continues to try and lap this track as fast as possible without Zane Smith catching him. I'd be curious to see if we see some lap traffic potentially try and affect the end of this race. But yeah. Say, because yeah, earlier when Hocevar caught some of these lap cars further back, they weren't really racing for anything in terms of position. But now he's catching guys who are battling it out for position on their lap. Potentially, he's even, I don't know if he's catching the tail end of the lead lap yet. Let me look and see. He would, yeah. So I think he is catching lead lap cars too. Which, if you can stay on that lead lap, that gives you a much better shot to win this race. If we get a late yellow here potentially, but yeah. But yeah, here we go. Oh man, here we go. It's winding down, but the question is wow, Sanchez is up into the top 5. So again, if we get a late yellow, watch out. Sanchez could potentially put on a show. Same thing with Bailey Curry there in the 4 spot. Both of them, if we get a late yellow, could potentially go and show off. But currently 12 laps to go. It's gonna be down to can Hocevar hold on to this lead because he is it's starting to slip. So, man, I mean, there is not a lot of. You have Crafton. So, Matt Crafton, Friesen, DeBenedetto are all within 2 points, or all within 4 points of the cut line. And there's only about 9 points separating about 6 or 7 drivers there around that cut line. So, that's going to be a fun battle to watch in the points here. But yeah, here we go. Whoa, 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 yellow, yellow, yellow. And that's Stuart Friesen around. Stuart Friesen and Christian Eckes end up collecting each other, and this is going to be a yellow flag, and we're going to get ready for a restart. How many lead lap cars we got? 18. Timmy Hill, last car on lead lap. So here we go. Man, this is going to be a tough one. You're going to see somebody stay out here. I don't think the winning strategy is staying out here. But yeah, here we go. So now it's going to be a shootout here for this finish here at the end of the... let's see what ended up happening here. Oh yeah, you just got loose off the top, I guess? It seems weird, but I've seen that happen on iRacing a lot before, so I guess it reasonably could be what happened. But yeah. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I think, honestly, looking at this, I would say Ben Rhodes on back. I'm probably coming. The question is who in that top 5 stays out, because you know somebody is going to stay out. But yeah, Hocevar sounds like he might be trying to talk his team into letting him stay out. So here we go. So here we go. We're getting ready for a shootout here at the end of the race. But yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, let's see. Hocevar looking low. Looking like he might come to. He might be looking like he's gonna dive to pit road here. So let's see. All right, someone. Oh, Eka's coming down pit road on. Pit road is closed, but Eka's coming down. He's got damage. He's not going to be a factor here at the end of the race anyway. So waiting to see what ends up happening here, but it's going to be about 5 laps to go here when we go green. I don't know. It's going to be tough to convince me that you can make this work on old tires if you don't have a commitment from somebody else that you are a teammate with or so that might be looking to help you out with it. But yeah, here we go. So here we go. So Mid Ohio, that's too early in the day for me to be able to stream it. I'm gonna still be at work, so unfortunately, I won't be able to stream Mid Ohio. Hoping I can be able to stream at least the remainder of this one, but yeah. Oh, and here we go. Pit road is open. Nick Sanchez coming down pit road. Bailey Curry too. So 4th and 5th coming down pit road. So here we go. Oh, only 2 tires for Bailey Curry. Okay. 4 tires for Sanchez. Okay. Come on. Let's see what's going to end up happening here. And here we go. So Sanchez ends up blocked in as well as he goes to exit his pit. So, yeah. It's not good, but yeah, Sanchez is going to be coming from deep in the field, it looks like, on 4 fresh tires. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get there, though. That's the unfortunate part here, is we got 5 laps. We're going to have 5 laps to go this time by. We're probably going to have about 3 to go when we actually get the green flag here. So let's see what's going to end up happening here. We got Smith and Hocevar on the front row. Or at least that's what we're anticipating here. We'll have to wait and see for the official call. But yeah, this is going to be a fun one here as we get down the end of this race. Not. Oh. Uh-oh. Hmm. So no choose. So we're going at least another. We're going at least another time around here, and oh man, this is not going to be a lot of laps when we go green here for these guys who took tires. So All right, there we go. We got ourselves the lineup. So it looks like Curry in 7th and Jake Garcia in 6th. I think are the first two on the. Okay, no, Curry and Infinger are the first two on 2 tires. But yeah, Purdy is gonna be trying to get the 100th win here. For Kyle Busch Motorsports. Zane Smith, Hocevar on old tires, going to be trying to hold him off. But yeah, Curry, Infinger, DeBenedetto, and Rhodes, I believe all have 2 tires on them as we get ready for the end of this race. So here we go. It's going to be a green flag with 3 laps to go. So a 3-lap shootout. It's that's actually, go back a little bit. That's exactly what I predicted. I said we're going to be going green with about 3 laps to go when we get this thing green. Didn't realize they were. I thought they might have been able to get that one green earlier, but yeah, no, they decided to wait it out. So now we got choose cone here. So choose cone this time by. And there we go. So inside, outside, and Bailey Curry able to gain a spot there on the or a row by going outside as opposed to inside. Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt there's gonna be a crash. I'm convinced of that. It's just where's the crash gonna happen. But yeah, Bailey Curry starting in the 6th spot here on the restart. He's 3rd car outside lane, I believe, as we get ready for a insane finish here to this NASCAR Truck Series race. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. I say, yeah, a lot of potential first career wins coming if Hocevar and Zane Smith don't get it. Oh, and Corey Heim too, but here we go. Pace car dives for cover and it leaves the field in the hands of Carson Hocevar and Zane Smith. Green flag is out and they are racing at Nashville. Green flag is out and we are getting ready for this one. And they are fanning out 3, 4, 5 wide in the back of the field here. In the mid to back of the field. And DeBenedetto surging on the inside here with fresh tires. I don't know if he took 2 or 4. We'll have to wait and find out. But Hocevar able to hold off for now. If they don't have a wreck early, he may be able to just hold on to this lead. But yeah, Zane Smith, though, late in that run, looked like the faster of the 2 cars there. So, Sanchez is making it. Sanchez has already made his way up to 3rd. Sanchez could take this one. My pre-race pick. Come on, Nick Sanchez. Let's see it. Man, that'd be amazing to see, but yeah. Right now, though, Hocevar and Smith holding on to this these top spots as we come to get the white flag. Last lap. White flag is out. They aren't, they haven't wrecked yet, so it's going to be a battle for the thing here. Hocevar holding on to this lead. It certainly looks like it's going to be hard for him to get past here. Going into turn 3 here. Yeah, no, I don't see any way. Sanchez, he's going to put a charge, but he's only going to be able to get maybe 2nd here. Nick Sanchez, no! Sanchez comes home 3rd. After all that, Nick Sanchez comes home 3rd place, but Carson Hocevar is your is the race winner here at NashvilleSuperSpeedway. So, there we go. NashvilleSuperSpeedway, man, Sanchez put on such a charge there at the very end. Bailey Curry comes home top 5 as well. But, yeah, Carson Hocevar picking up his 2nd career NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series win. And 2nd win of the season, because he won earlier this year at Texas earlier on in the year. So, yeah. Pretty good finish there. I was so hoping that we were going to see something from Sanchez, and he ends up getting edged out at the line. But, yeah, so there goes, man, the 42 going and doing the burnout here at Nashville. I'm excited to see. I feel like he thematically, Carson Hocevar looks like the kind of guy that would be celebrating with a guitar in VictoryLane anyway. And that's what he's going to get to do because it's Nashville. But, man. Whew, wow. Looking forward to, obviously, Xfinity tomorrow at 3:30. Cup on Sunday at 7 p.m. Going to be trying to stream both of them. But, yeah, man. Hocevar coming out. I'm going to do a quick rundown of the entire finishing order. But, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, of course, leave a like on the stream. Let me know you guys are enjoying these. But, man, it's just insane. That was an insane finish, and I'm glad to see that. I feel like the deserving driver did end up getting the win. Because if someone stole it on strategy, it would have been fun, and I think it certainly could have been earned. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where the guy who was going to win that race before the yellow happened ended up getting it. But, yeah. So, quick rundown. Hocevar, Zane Smith, Sanchez, Corey Heim. Corey Heim getting 4th place. Bailey Curry, we already talked about, getting 5th place. Chase Purdy holds on for 6th. Matt DiBenedetto ends up 7th after his charge late in the race. Tyler Ankrum comes home 8th. 9th is Ben Rhodes, and rounding out your top 10 is Jake Garcia. Then you got Tanner Gray, Jake Drew, Grant Enfinger, Taylor Gray, and Matt Kraft in the top 15. Then you have Timmy Hill, Tony Breidinger, and Stuart Friesen, the rest of the cars on the lead lap. That's through 18th place. Nick Leitz and Mason Maggio rounding out the top 20. Roper, Daniel Dye, so Corey Roper, Daniel Dye, Christian Eckes, Jonathan Schaffer, or Schaefer, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that one, and Spencer Boyd round out the top 25 in the truck field. And then you got Chase Janes, Lane Riggs, my music started playing, but yeah, so yeah, Lane Riggs, Haley Deegan, Colby Howard, and Jack Wood round out the top 30. Majeski, Caruth, Dean Thompson, Brett Holmes, Memphis Virilio, and Lawless Allen, all with really rough days, rounding out the remainder of the field. But, man, wow. What an insane finish here, but, yeah. So, Carson Hocevar picks up another $50,000 as well due to the Triple Truck Challenge. 3 different drivers winning the Triple Truck Challenge, so great day for them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. And I will see you guys next video, live stream, or whatever you guys have to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye!